Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make this puff stitch crochet coaster. We're going to be using Elle cotton double knit. You're going to need a scissor, a stitch marker and a size 3 hook. The first round you make a magic ring and then we start with the puff stitches. To make a puff stitch, yarn over through the magic ring, to pull up a loop, you have 3 loops, yarn over through the magic ring, pull up a loop, that's 2, 4, 5, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loops on the hook. Yarn over, go through all, then you make a stitch here. I'll show you one more time. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. 2, 4, 6, 7, and then you pull through all the loops and you put a little stitch here. For this round we're going to need 6 of these puff stitches in the magic ring. I'm going to continue and do my 4 and then I'll meet you at the end of this round. I've reached the end of this first round. Here we're going to tighten up the magic ring, close it up, there we go. And now we're going to slip stitch to the next space between the puff stitches, just right there. You see these two? Between these two there's a space. Slip stitch into that one and you continue with your puff stitch. This is an increase round and you're going to make 2 puff stitches in each stitch, in each space between the puff stitches of your previous round. Let's continue. 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2. So in this round you're going to have 12 puff stitches. I'll meet you at the end of this round. And at the end of round 2, we will slip stitch to the center of the 2 puff stitch of the previous round. Use a stitch marker, makes it easier. Remember where your stitches start. Okay. At this round, we're going to be doing 1 puff stitch, 2 puff stitch, 1 puff stitch, 2 puff stitch, all around in that sequence. And I'll meet you at the end of this round. 1 puff stitch. This space is 2 puff stitches. Right? And the next one we're going to do 1, and that's the sequence for this round. Going to be at the end of this round. Need to remove the stitch marker and then single crochet, slip stitch to the next space, slip stitch and another slip stitch. Now we need to add our stitch marker. Now we're ready for the next round. The sequence will be 1 puff stitch, 2 puff stitches in each of the spaces. Let's continue this round. 1 and this space, 1 puff stitch. This one will be 2 and 2, and then I'll meet you at the end of this round. So this round is now done. For the last round of increases, we're going to be putting 1 puff stitch in here, 1 puff stitch in here, 1 in here, and a double puff stitch in here. 1, 1, 1, double. Go all around and I'll meet you at the end of this round. It's 1, another 1 in here, 2, and a third single in here. In this 4th space, you're going to 2. Let's continue this way. 1, 1, 1, 2. I'll meet you at the end of this round. This is now finished with all the increases. You could cut off your thread and finish it here, but I like to give the edge a nice finish, so let me show you how I do that. We'll chain 1 and then we turn our work, right? And in each stitch we'll put a single crochet just all around, a single crochet. It gives it a nice finished look, a neat look. I'll see you at the end of this round. There. After finishing the edges, this is how it looks. Don't forget to cut off all your tail threads. Get a neat finish. There we have it, our coaster. Thank you for watching. Please follow, subscribe and like for more. Thank you for watching. Please follow, subscribe and like for more.